Hey, what do you do if you want to get more business from Google and you're a realtor? What if you're already doing pretty good? Then what's next? Here's a good example of that. Vision Realty Group, the king, Dale King, the king of the Delmarva Peninsula. It's been a while since I've looked at your rankings. What I recall is you do really well in Salisbury, but then possibly you should be working to expand your reach in the other communities. As we all know, and as you probably know, if you're not in the top three, the phone calls really drop off after that. So looking at expanding, ever expanding is an important thing and definitely doable. And it's a part of a local SEO strategy. But let's quickly go through this audit here that I did of your business. And my software gives these scores, not a perfect scoring system, but when it comes to local SEO, it's giving you a 50%. And there's some major things that you should be taking care of as, maybe we would call it housekeeping of your digital presence, but things that are that important to Google that these things are measured. So let's go through a few of them. Okay, first is listings. I was actually very surprised that you don't have a lot of business listings. This is a local site. It's another business website that focuses on local businesses that's pointing to you and giving Google evidence that you're a real business. As crazy as it sounds, Google sometimes can't figure it out, especially in real estate. Most of the real estate websites are just IDX sites, just there to search houses. And Google, other than that, can't really tell what your business is about. So it's super helpful to have all these other local citations pointing to you as a real business. Some examples here are Google, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Do you need to be a Twitter guy? Do you need to be active on Twitter? There's a potential there. Not many people you can see here. Only 6% of the industry actually even focuses on Twitter at all. For me, though, Twitter is a super powerful reference to your business. So when I Google myself, my first page of Google, Twitter's on the first page. It's that powerful of a site. You definitely want to have a profile there. You want to warm it up and have some content on there, make it look active, get some followers. When Google goes and scans the internet with their Google bots, they'll find it and give you credit for that listing, which is just one of many. So scrolling down through here, I'll show you some of the other ones. Like your Yelp's dialed in, Google, Facebook, Bing. That's amazing. Those are the four big ones, and they're dialed in. But there's so many more that just haven't been done. Yellow Pages, Yahoo Local is a big one. MapQuest is a big one. Better Business Bureau. We've talked about Twitter, Easy Local. A lot of these are really important, and they're just not there. Some are not completely done, but it's not horrible. Definitely seen worse, but I'm surprised there are so many of these that haven't been done. What you need is these data aggregators. These data aggregators are like the three credit bureaus. When we submit your listing to Data Axle, Newstar, Localese, and Foursquare, then anytime someone's looking for information like Manta, if they were to go out and search for your business and want to create a listing for you, all they have to do is go here. They've got all of your information, and it's always up to date. That's why this is so important. And so a lot of this could be happening on autopilot. And you don't have to go one by one and create all these. It's a tedious nightmare to go one by one and get these, like Dun & Bradstreet. You've got to have Dun & Bradstreet. Getting the data aggregators on board with your listings will take care of a lot of these problems. Second is reviews. Looks like you're getting a review per month. I would definitely up that. You're too big of a deal and do too much business to only get one review per month. I would be looking at a minimum of 2 and definitely maybe more. You may have gone through a spell where your reviews weren't sticking. As of about 4 weeks ago, it became incredibly easy to get reviews to stick. So now is the perfect time to go and get a bunch of reviews. They should all stick right now. I don't know how long this is going to last. This soap opera with Google reviews has been going on for a year and a half. But here lately, pretty much anything we've wanted to do in Google, it's been allowing us to do it. And that is also with reviews sticking. So definitely go after that. And this is something that we offer a service to go after these reviews for you. But you certainly have game here. You've got 126 and the industry leaders are 148. So I would just keep pumping up the reviews. I've got one client who pretty much went to number one just because of his reviews. And I'm sure that's helping you a lot too. After that, social. It gave you a pretty low score in social. Let's go back up here. You got a D on social. I was surprised by that because I do see your Facebook posts. Where are we at? Yeah. So lately you've been publishing a lot of humorous Facebook posts. So I love those because I always stop and look, and then Dale King's now top of mind. So I get it. That works great. I would try to create more engaging content though. The comedy posts are great, but it didn't translate into page likes. You've only got 1,200 page likes. You should have a lot more than that. So mix in some video of you sharing your thoughts on the market, your knowledge of the industry, your knowledge of the town, any of those things. That's a whole other conversation, but our video strategy might be something interesting for you to look at because, every platform wants video. They'll take your video and show it to thousands of people. Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels are just popping off right now. So having some engaging content like that, and then having a call to action like come like my page or come visit my page, getting people to go there and then write reviews there would be a pretty neat strategy. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not, but Google will actually show a summary of your Facebook reviews. So having a good review strategy there as well just makes your Google work that much better. But great engagement on the comedy post. That's great. Definitely doing more than most people do. But again, I'd add some education and some content in there. For some reason, it's not finding your Instagram and I don't think you have Twitter. They're either not connected properly, which is a problem. I have the same problem. For some reason, my Instagram and my Facebook won't connect sometimes. I don't know what the deal is there. Or maybe your Instagram's not a business profile, so it didn't pull in the information. But having these are first page of Google type websites. And that's how I look at them. I don't care about Twitter or Instagram, but I do care that they're first page potential websites. And when they're optimized, so for instance, when you Google me, my Twitter and my Instagram show up on the first page. That's how powerful they are. So why not have something there? Your website, let's see what you got here. You got a B on your website. Definitely this particular software is looking for a video on your homepage. And I'm a big fan of video on the homepage. First, it fixes your bounce rate. When somebody goes to your website and they're only there for a second or two and they leave, that's a big problem. When you have a short video, 60 seconds that people can easily see, click and play, they're more likely to stay. And then Google sees they're staying. And then if this is a YouTube video, then they're like, oh yeah, we own YouTube. Thanks for using it. We like you now. YouTube's powerful. I call it the fast forward button to ranking your Google page. Let's see, missing Instagram and Twitter again. All right, on your website, not horrible, actually better than most. A little bit of some content issues with mobile, slowing your page down. There's some advice here that we'll quickly go through. You got some text that are falling off the edge, some images that aren't quite right. Looks some unused JavaScript. Looks like you've got some extra stuff on your site slowing it down, and then your pictures could be improved as well. But better than most. In the real estate game, this would be a top third kind of website, just based on what I see here. Then after website, then we start talking SEO. So like I said, you're number one in Salisbury, but I think where you should be looking is targeting some of the other cities in the area and becoming more of a presence there. So this looks great here, but this is also a very small geography. But definitely kudos to you. This is, again, this isn't even top third. This is probably top 25% with your rankings. You've done a great job here. All right, next is it pulled in some of your competitors. I don't know if you consider these people competitors or not, but it compared your traffic and did an estimation of what that traffic's worth. So like where people will run pay-per-click and there's a cost per click, this will generate a value of an organic click, and you're doing really well there. Estimated search traffic is worth over $1,000. So your website should be bringing in the dough for you, as definitely compared to your competitors. Let's see, we won't go through the keywords. So let's just stop there. I mean, you've done a great job. You're obviously the king of Delmarva, but I would definitely be looking at expanding it, and I would be looking at content. This is where my advice goes. Once you've got these things dialed in, so get these listings fixed, get your social links fixed, and then do some of this SEO that was recommended. After those things are done, and again, I think you're at the let's polish things up phase. But once all of this is taken care of, then it's about your content. Are your blogs getting you backlinks? Are they informative? Are they showing up on Google? Are you doing FAQs on your Google Business Profile, answering commonly asked questions? Are you posting lots of pictures for people to look at? Lots of pictures. I do remember you've got to, actually, let's take a look real quick. I want everybody to see this. I remember your photos. It seems like you had a ton, but what I loved about your profile is you have consistency with your photos. Sold with vision. There you guys are with the signs. Let's see. Clients with the sign. I love this. Technically, Google doesn't allow this. There's your name and phone number in the picture. Technically, they don't allow it. Somehow this is sliding through, and it's a nice, consistent, I just love it. It's just nice and consistent, and every picture, it's not a boring picture of a house. It's an advertisement still. So kudos to you on that. What else did I mention? The pictures, you get some FAQs, get these products built. I know you've seen me talk about that. Get these services turned into products. That will get you a lot more clicks on your website, and you can set it up to lead straight to phone calls. Definitely take advantage of those things. That's optimization that we do. We call it being in the top 1% because nobody does it. It's easy to go in and do this thing, and now you're getting more clicks than everybody when they jump to your profile instead of somebody else's. So wanted to pass on that feedback to you. Again, look at some content, look at some video, and look at the other communities to see about growing there. That's my feedback, and I hope you're doing well, and let us know if we can help.